Episode of Morning Coffee. Hope everybody's had a great week so far. Good morning, Debbie, Dev, Justin, Tony, Sean. Hope everybody's doing really good. It's time for the yes, I know, Justin. It's time for the show to start. You do not want me coming on here without, you know, washing my face, brushing this octopi that's slowly growing down here and likes to, you know, yeah, we ain't even getting into it. We ain't even getting into it. Start time fluctuates with internet connectivity. Well, we actually not had any issues with it this morning. I'm very surprised. Wednesday night when uh, I got ready to start the live stream, then just a half hour before the stream started, we lost power for some reason. The whole area lost power. And then, of course, it took 5 more minutes after the power came back on for the internet to come back on. But yeah, the street lights and stuff were still out for almost 15 minutes after that, and nobody in town has any clue. I was talking to some people yesterday, and even some of the guys from the city or from the village, and none of them had any clue what the hell happened. Just all of a sudden, power shut down. Kind of like AT&T, a week and a half ago. And it's really funny. I'll get to the comments because I'm sure there's some pretty smart ones in there from certain Illinois individuals that like to keep me on my toes. But that AT&T thing really messed up a lot. And a lot of people don't realize it, but for 3 days after the AT&T thing happened, our phones at the bar would ring. It would actually show who was calling. Nobody there. And after 2 days of that, they wouldn't even ring anymore. And the manager spent 2 or 3 days calling AT&T, and they said, "Oh well, it messed up the signal, so you have to reset this to pick up the new signal again." Okay, and they went and reset it, and it still didn't work. So, all right, let's see here. Yes, I did that stuff, Tony. I washed my face, wiped the Canadian goose out of my eyes, and cleaned the slobber off that was making this, all stick together right here. Yeah, shaved, trimmed everything up, got this out of my mouth, all that. Who's ready for Kalamazoo Living History Show next weekend? Me. Yeah, I'm ready for it. It's gonna be another one of those broke ass trips, but I'm ready for it. Let me see. But it's going to be fun regardless. Good morning, Christine. Hope you're doing well this morning, dear. Often when you start, you are midway through a sentence. Can you see me now? No. How about now? There's no reason to be on your toes. Store managers on vacation. I was told yesterday. I'm still going to be on my toes because it's going to be hell. It's going to be hell. She's at another store doing a hiring thing for a new store. Oh, okay. Rhetoric statement like AT&T commercials. What's up, what? Good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well. Man, I'm glad everybody's in here this morning. It's amazing how many people show up for the morning streams, at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 a.m. for some of you others. Hell, some people, it's only 5 a.m. and they pop up in here. For some of you, it's almost midnight. But I done that stream the other night at 7 o'clock p.m. and I think the most we had show up in there was like 6. I mean, over 50 people have seen it now, but the most we had in there was 6 at one time. I might shave my head too. Hell, you say, welcome to my house. That sounds like bullshit to me. Morning, Sarah. Good to see you. Hope you're doing good this morning out there in Virginia. Well, good morning, Sarah. So, have you smoked your pipes yet? I've smoked the Mershon. I love the way the Mershon smokes. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Amazing little pipe. I haven't got a chance to smoke the other one yet. Doing well. I just got myself a lavender lemonade. I'm going to do a few things at work. Such as, yep, Tony was there. I was really surprised, that late in the evening, wife home from work, Tony's out in his garage in his little office area, hanging out with us. It was pretty cool. Super Dave, good to see you, man. A long time no see, bud. I actually, I really feel bad because I always miss you live because I'm always at work when you go live. I wish you done the early morning thing like me. Then I could actually catch you on off days not doing anything. But good to see you, bud. Good morning, Santee. Hope you having a good morning so far. It's a Friday, so it's got it. Well, it's technically not your Friday. This was like Wednesday for you or something. Aren't you off on Mondays? Like my wife. This is technically Wednesday for her. She's for those of you who don't know, I gave Drew some books. Very nice paint. And it goes good with his reenactment gear. Yes, you did. I've had a lot of books given to me and sent to me. The pipes, I absolutely love the pipes. Is this what drawer it's in? This is one of the pipes right here. I really, really, I like this pipe. But like I said, the Mershon is, which drawer is it in? Is it in a drawer? Well, I think it's up in the cabinet. Because I don't want nothing to happen to it. But yeah, the Mershon is very nice. It's a curved pipe as well, but it's got the white stone bowl on it. It almost looks like marble. It's got the grainy grays running through the white. It's really pretty, but my God, does it smoke good. Time to play Stabby the Finger now. Yeah. Yep. Definitely play Stabby the Finger. It's been so long since I've had to check my sugar. I don't even have my tester here. I'm telling you, man. Once it's a shame that you're stuck with that type one and not type two, because honest to God, since I've changed my eating habits and I've lost a little more weight, and I've watched the amount that I consume and stuff, I have not felt better since this all started 8 years ago. It's no medication, no shots. I take I take an anxiety medicine, and I take a multivitamin, and I take um, a pill for restless leg syndrome and or neuropathy or whatever. But that's all I take now. And you think for 18 years or for 18 years, for 8 years, I was taking 13 pills every morning and 7 pills every night. So, to know that I'm on that anxiety medicine, I'm on, the thing for my legs, and just a multivitamin that, I can go to the dollar store and buy. I'm, I'm going to kick this thing in the ass. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts to it. I'm not going to let it take me down. I browsed through some Antenna books, realized that I'm sorely lacking in math. Isn't it funny how when we really want something, it's always the lacking in the numbers thing that um, always seems to be the plight that we have to make it through. There's so many diabetics, he can't keep them straight. So you all know I'm type 1 diabetic, and I was diagnosed on February 5th, 2024. See, that's really weird that you were diagnosed so late in life, because normally type 1 diabetes is a lifelong thing. You're born with it. And, it lasts in through your childhood into your adulthood. So being your age and being diagnosed with type 1 diabetes is just, it's so weird. And that's why I kept thinking that you were type 2, because hair diabetes runs in my family. um, hair diabetes, I always referred to that as scared hair, um, because you have it as a child, but then as you grow older and you start to face more challenges in life, and you start to worry more about your failures and your non-successes and stuff like that, it's like your hair just starts to back away from the problem until it finally gets all the way down to your ass. So when you're late 60s, early 70s, um, you're completely bald up here, or at least you got that big strip in the center where the hair got scared and backed all the way down your back to your ass. Um, yeah, never. Yeah. Now the question is, do I want to learn this advanced math? I thought as well. I was type 2 since I was in my teens. Never heard of hair diabetes. When that happens, I will shave my head. Speaking of, Lord, I need a haircut. Well, and the sign said long haired, freaky people. need not apply. It's all right, Tony. You come from that hippie era. It's all right to have long hair. You know, paint some flowers on the side of the Suburban. Take out the very back seat. Put like a big bed in there. Curtains on the windows. Things like that. You know, it's all right. I don't like fucking with it. I found a big cavalry hat like what you have, but they want too much money for it, and I can't afford it. Need to start saving up that way I can get it. I love my white hat. Love it, love it, love it. I just recently was able to find an actual, and it's been in a couple videos I wore it, when I'm dressed all in black, that black hat that I'm wearing. But it's it's probably the cheesiest freaking leather cowboy hat that I've ever seen. Um, but it's waterproof, and I don't got to worry about reshaping it because it's there. So, but yeah, I love my white one. Love my white one. Do y'all think you would have successfully survived the Oregon Trail? When does that video come out? Comes out day after tomorrow. So there you go. Good being psychic, Sarah. Good being psychic. We actually have a video coming out Sunday on the Oregon Trail. So, yeah. Good job scrolling away in here, girl. Be careful when you go up in here, though. Be very, very careful, because this is a very scary place. Very scary. I mean, there's roller coasters that rails are falling off of. There's clowns. There's all kinds of scary shit up here. So be very, very careful. How cheesy could it be? Oh, don't ask questions you do not want to know the answer of, my friend. Let's see here. How cheesy could it be? Oh, well, let's see here. Um, about that cheesy. It's about that cheesy. That's how cheesy it is. Told you. This thing has gone beyond Parmesan. This thing has gone beyond Munster. This thing has gone beyond pepper jack. This is super cheesy. But you know what? Makes me look good. Oh yeah, definitely Limburger cheesy. Definitely Limburger cheesy. Get up there, you ornery cuss. Yep, there's holes in it to vent the heat. You are correct about that, my friend. I grew up drinking water from ponds and creeks. Me too. Don't get cholera. Um, have you did a video on the Appalachian Trail yet. I can't remember what states it runs through. Um, all the way from Georgia to Maine. So it runs along the entire East Coast. Freedom Trail. What is it called? The Freedom Trail. I don't remember. Dysentery would have been an issue. I played the game enough to know. Oh, yeah, the old Oregon Trail game. You have died of dysentery. Yeah, definitely. Tony made a really good point. It's a survival technique, when you use pond water or creek water or anything like that. You want to have it at a rapid boil for at least 5 minutes. Um, and even at that, even collecting rainwater or something like that, if you if you have a large tank and you're collecting rainwater and everything, you want to put a really good screen at the bottom, a very very fine screen, and then put about 6 inches of charcoal in it, and on top of the charcoal put about 8 or 10 inches of sand. And by the time the rainwater filters through the sand and the charcoal, it's fresh water. You're able to drink it. But yeah, definitely any pond or creek water that you drink, you want to boil it for at least 5 minutes at a rapid boil. Customs and Nature's Bounties. We didn't know that back in the 1830s. Nope, did not. You didn't say the trip was in the 1830s, woman. What is your take on the Trail of Tears? Welcome back, Justin. My take on the Trail of Tears. Quite honestly, you probably don't want to know my take on the Trail of Tears. I'm we might get blocked if I use some of the language that immediately comes to mind. Um, so let's see if I can give you the G-rated version of my view on the Trail of Tears. Did you ever see the movie Son of the Morning Star, where Grant pretty much knew that if he sent Custer out to face the Sioux issue, that Custer was going to give them one huge battle? Mainly because Grant, Custer had turned evidence against Grant's brother. Custer had aspirations of becoming the next president of the United States, and all that kind of. So he knew Custer was going to give one. It was intentional. It was intentional, and that's the same way with the Trail of Tears. The government knew that if they put these people, especially the sick, the aged, the very young, if they put them on horseback or on foot or on wagons and led them, you know, clear across halfway across the country to Oklahoma, that a huge majority of them wasn't going to survive. So, Tony pretty much summed it up when he said it was just one more atrocity. You know, you can't kill them off in battle, so what do? You pretend you're their friend. You give them a big chunk of land somewhere out in the middle of bloody nowhere, and you make them walk. So if you can't kill them off in battle, you exhaust them to death on the way. I don't even want to know how many bodies are buried between North Carolina and Tahlequah, Oklahoma. Drill tears was just one numerous atrocity committed by our government. I'm bringing my musket and infantry gear to Kalamazoo Fairgrounds. Very cool. Very cool. Can't wait to see it, my friend. I don't think I would. Yeah, it's behind the heart. I'm going to guess that says accept. I don't think I would accept Oklahoma land today. But yeah, definitely, definitely just one more of the numerous atrocities performed by the government. Oh. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to Kalamazoo Living History Trade Show. I'm hoping that my regular blacksmith is up there. I'm hoping I hit the lottery before that, because I want to get with my blacksmith friend that's up there and see about getting getting a set of forged chef's knives, just for myself. When I get the pizza parlor opened up, I am not gonna be using stainless steel. I'm sick and tired. We have decent stainless steel at the bar, and we do so much prep work and stuff, and people mistreat it. It dings up. One of the guys, I guess, hit one of the knives, so now it's got a divot in the blade. And I've been doing my best to get it, sharpened out of there. But it's almost impossible. I mean, at least I've got the raised edges down now, but it's still got a big nick in it. I'm getting away from that kind of BS. I want decent carbon steel or Damascus blades for the pizza parlor. We haven't seen all Oklahoma, but what I have seen, it looks far too treeless to me. Sounds like me driving across Illinois from Michigan to Iowa, on what is that, 90? Just miles and miles and miles of towns and open fields. It could be 80, because we have 80, 90 here in Michigan, so it could be either one. But and yeah, just no trees, no. I mean, it's like town, small city, 30 miles of open field, town, small city, truck stop, open field. My blacksmith is Cold Steel Company. Hey, Ken. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well this morning. Well, I mean, it's Friday. If you're not doing good, there's something wrong. Just looking through some of your photos. Your black cavalry hat looked pretty badass too. I've still got it. I've still got it. Oklahoma looks like it is covered in scrub brush. People in Oklahoma were very cool, though. Yeah, I mean, I guess, I mean, I was knee high to a grasshopper last time I was in Oklahoma, so you know, now that I would love to be able to make that trip again. It cost an arm and a frickin' leg now, though, compared to what it cost us, 43 years ago. Hold on. I remember my family going down through Indiana, into Missouri, going down into Oklahoma, Texas, Arizona, being in Oklahoma or being in Colorado, being in Montana. But I've told you guys the story before. I mean, when you got my mom and my sister with us, and my dad and I want to see historic locations, and the girls want to see the biggest Cheeto in the world or the biggest rubber band ball, or they win, or the next 1,200 miles sucks ass because all they do is whine. So, or they did, now they don't give a rat's butt. My mom actually wants to go back to the Southwest. So, hopefully they get to do it. The black one is my favorite over all your hats. It's one of mine too. It's one of mine too. I really need to get it cleaned. Um, I want to get a new band for it, but that one there's sun bleached like crazy. But yeah, definitely want to get the right band for it and everything. I need to clean my Stetson. I've never had a Stetson. I mean, I've had the Mexican equivalent of a Stetson, but I've never, that white one that I wear, that off white one that I wear a lot. That's right up there in the Stetson price range. But I traded for it. It really didn't cost me anything. Bloody thing. The last cowboy hat that I bought was a Stetson. It wasn't overly costly. The last Stetson that I looked at that I actually considered buying was a cream colored. It did not have the traditional canoe top on it and stuff, but God, what was that? Like $175 or something like that. 170, $175. And it's like, nope, not gonna do it. But Montana is the only state I've ever been to. This is a black flat brim with a recessed round top. Oh, nice. Nice. But, I actually prefer the old style hats And I really think the wife hates it because whenever we go out, I'm dressed to the T's, you know, whenever we go out. We haven't been out in so damn long that um, I forget what it's like to go out. But I wear my gambler's coat, I wear my vest, you know, I wear my hat. Black duster. Yep, I've got my chocolate brown duster, and that's the only one I have now. And that's basically my raincoat, my Outback duster, waterproof canvas. I have a cowboy hat. It's really nice. I never wear it because my dick friends make fun of me for being from Calgary. Tell your dickhead friends to, you know, bugger off, man. You dress the way you want to dress. The duster was the most expensive part, aside for the guns and leather. You get your hands on a good duster, they can be expensive. Mine's actually got the snaps in the back that I can unsnap for horseback riding. The sides of it have got the leg straps so it don't blow up when you're riding or something like that. You can actually hook it right above the knee. It's a good duster. Oh man. Yeah, one of these days I'll get me a decent set of side irons and have Nick make make me some nice leathers to go with it. One day, one day. Right now, my biggest concern is getting the stuff for the restaurant and getting it opened and rolling before Memorial Weekend. I mean, that's definitely going to be a big one for me, getting all that taken care of. Um, we'll just see. We'll just see. Right now, right now, I have to get my phone turned back on so I can communicate with my partner about getting it opened and stuff like that because my phone got shut off 2 days ago. And well, since Comcast Cable took over Boost Mobile, they no longer give you a heads up when your phone's going to be shut off. So, and most phone companies, they, um, most phone companies, when you pay for a month, you get a month's service. It's usually, 30 or 31 days. Um, Now that Comcast has taken over Boost, it is for that month. So if you pay your bill in January, let's say you pay your bill January 1st, you have phone service for 31 days. If you pay the same amount February 1st, you have phone service for 28 days. So, yeah, kind of a iffy legal way of doing it. But yeah, I paid my phone bill um, middle of the first week of February, and I had it for 29 days, and it shut off. So Let's see here. Hey Ben, good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well. Middle of the middle of the damn night down there where you're at, bud. Glad you stayed up to hang out with us. Well, see, Boost used to. Before Comcast bought Boost, they would give you a 24-hour notice text saying, hey, your phone service will be shut down at or be shut down tomorrow. Please take action now to keep from service interruption. And when Comcast took over, they stopped doing it. Well, what's really sad is they didn't even let people know that Comcast took over. I found this out like 5 or 6 months ago when my phone just mysteriously got shut off. And I called them and I'm like, I didn't get any notifications. I didn't get any texts this month. But last month they sent me a text saying, hey, tomorrow your phone service will be interrupted. Take action now. Oh, Comcast purchased this within the last 30 days. So, um, yeah, we don't send out the notifications anymore. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of like Comcast overpaying you on your cable bill or just overcharging people, period. I'm with Vodafone on a plan both NBN and phone. That's probably the smartest way, dude. Otherwise, the due date will change monthly. It's 12:12 a.m. Could y'all hear that? Somebody, somebody around here, and I've never heard it before, has the General Lee horn on their vehicle. I just heard it bugling in the window. That's funny. I don't need notice. 4th of each month. No dough, no phone. And see, that's the problem that I'm having. Is you know money is so tight with the little BS hourly wage that I have, and even though I'm working 5 days a week, you know, I I make just enough to pay the house payment in a month and to um, take care of the couple of utilities and stuff that I take care of. So that $35 a month that because we have it set up on the debit card where it's um, automatically withdrawn off the debit card each month. But because of her paydays varying, so if she has a positive amount in the bank, she gets paid on Friday. If she don't have a positive amount on payday, she don't get paid till Monday. So they because the pay date or the withdrawal date varies on the phone bill, they're trying to pull money out on a Friday, which there may be $33 in there. So they try to pull out 35. It takes it to a negative by $2. Um, or they try to pull out 35 and it's not there. Then you know it's weird. It's so freaking uh, uh, um, Kudo is pretty good here. They text you, make payment arrangements just to keep you a customer. And see, that's how Boost used to be. I've been with Boost for, God, 11 or 12 years. And used to be, I could call them or they would notify me and say, hey, you're gonna be shut down. Do you need a few extra days? Yada, yada, yada. And they don't. They quit doing that probably 8 or 9 years ago. So yeah, it's yeah. Yeah, Verizon, T-Mobile's the same damn way. I got a pet turtle now, Drew. I got myself a brand new Colombian large Bowie pocket knife. Nice. Never heard of a large Bowie pocket knife. But yeah, I'm all about a big knife, especially when I'm doing a reenactment or something like that. I mean, I want a big honking stag handle Bowie knife. Kudo is Tellus. You have Tellus in USA. Never heard of it. Never heard of Tellus. I just have to remember to not spend over $780 on the card on the 4th. Verizon don't give a shit just as long as my $200 is there on the 4th of the month. How big are those effing pockets? that's that's got to be that's got to be some big effing pockets, man. God, my left eye is so messed up today. Yesterday, I sat in here working on videos all day long and didn't have an issue. I didn't even have a haze around anything. Today, I come in here and it's all hazed up. Having the bright white screen with black letters sucks. Thank God my monitor at work is a black screen with white letters, so I can actually see it without having the haze and everything. But yeah, definitely sucks. Explosives are always in the budget. Oh, okay. It's a hunting Bowie knife. Very cool. Last Bowie I had, the blade had to be 12 inches. More like more like a strap to the hip knife. Gotcha. I started to say folding or pocket Bowie knife. That kind of threw me off for a little bit. But yeah, that makes sense. I think the last Bowie knife I had must have been about 16 inches. I mean, it went almost down to my knee on my right hip. Oh yes, y'all Englanders need to learn English. Very cool though, very cool. I mean, nothing beats a good knife. There's some very good knife makers that go to the Kalamazoo show that Justin and I were talking about earlier on here. They make everything from God. They make everything from straight razors to cavalry swords. But I mean, the Bowie knives that you find out there are usually about 16 inches long. Some of them have got really nice pieces of stag handle on them and stuff. Some of them are wood. Some of them have got metal handles. It just depends on what the blacksmith was in the make that day. And I'm Then again, they have everything there. I mean, they have everything from cap and ball pistols to flintlock pistols to flintlock muskets to percussion muskets to rifled muskets to, I mean, there's even some cowboy reenactors that come in and set up booths and sell, good leather or pistoles, your late 19th century, well, your mid to late 19th century guns, um, clothing out the yin yang, furs, moccasins, boots, everything, tentage, accoutrements. Oh, oftentimes, knives ain't funny. I really don't care much about knives. Scare the other Canadians when I wear my K-bar knife, so I usually wear a smaller belt knife. I'd rather a blade than a gun. I carry two, Rough Rider, three blade Stockman, and two plow points, Rough Rider folding lock blade. Can't blame you. Can't blame you. A lot of times I'll wear, um, well, I have my chef's knives on my side at work. Then I've got my small hip knife. It's only probably 9 inches, 10 inches, something like that that I wear. Um, two of them are for cooking, and one of them is for personal protection. That is why we is free. Absolutely. I would carry a gun if I could. You Americans are so lucky. Yeah. The Stockman is razor sharp, used for surgical needs. The lock blade is for my Amazon trade. You trade in the Amazon? Oh, opening boxes. Gotcha. All right. No chance of carrying in Australia, zero whatsoever. And it's really kind of surprising that you know Australia uh, don't have the same um, carrying laws that we do. I mean, uh, y'all got some really mean critters over there. I've heard stories of people that live, on the what we would consider suburbia outside of the cities and stuff like that, that have encountered dingoes and stuff that are trying to get into their backyard to get to their kids. You know, feral cats out the yin yang. It just, I'm just really surprised that Australians aren't allowed um, a little more personal protection, you know, against things like that than what they are. Yeah, I like razor knives. You can just change the blade, no sharpening. I do feel for all our brethren countries that don't have those freedoms. I do too. Kind of sheds a whole new light on one aspect of immigration. Why we still today after all these years, have got people from different countries all over the world that want to come here and live, because even the smallest freedoms, even the tiniest little things that we take for granted, you know, um, they don't have. And it's not just free money, because not everybody gets free money. The only people that get free money, well, besides, with this new thing that's been set up with the welfare systems and stuff like that. Um, Before that, the only people that got free money were people that moved here from oil bearing countries. Back 25 years ago, when I moved to Texas, that's when I found out that people, from Saudi Arabia and India and places like that, when they came here, once they passed the citizenship exam, they each got $70,000 to start a brand new life. So a lot of them were coming here and bringing their whole families, and they were each getting a $70,000 check. They were pooling all their money together and buying businesses and stuff up. Now, of course, they got the health care and the food aid and all that stuff that they didn't have back then. So now you're having people crossing the border um, to come and get the stuff. But here's the catch: they don't need to pass the citizenship exam to get that stuff and become, legal American citizens, because then the stuff's not available to them. As long as they come here and they stay, an illegal immigrant, then they have all that money and everything handed to them. Let me see here. Let me see. We have rifles and shotguns handy, but to have a handgun, very expensive and very regulated. Only one. Just get free money. There's the rich. That's what we call old school flip razors that shave your beard. I've got straight razors around here, dude. I'll tell you what. Um, you you could shave a bear with a straight razor, and it will never dull up. I'm scared to put that damn thing on my face. I really honestly am. It's so sharp, and I know that just one wrong twist, and I'm taking layers of skin off. Y'all remember that episode of the Family Guy, that they joked about the movie Poltergeist, and Peter's in there pulling his face off and everything. That's what I would look like if I tried to use that straight razor. Yeah, and for those who are on Medicaid, Medicare, don't get that money if you don't have Medicaid. Can you get approved for it? That's for people who don't need that money, or here don't need. 25, 30 years ago, illegal immigration was Mexicans who snuck in to work, and it wasn't the deal that it is. Exactly. I got a high-end straight razor and only have tried that bitch once. And 7 stitches later, Tony decided that straight razor was going in his cabinet with his other collectibles, and he was not going to be trying to shave with that biatch again. Yeah, that's what I've got, is an old Westian um, high-end straight razor. It's even got the bone case, and it's, dude, that sucker's scary. Oh yeah, there is an art to using it. There is an art to using it. You are absolutely correct about that. should watch this Aussie underworld gang war series called Underbelly Razor. It's got those razors in it. The gang uses them as weapons. It's all true, really happened. It's public knowledge over here. Hmm. You know, it's really funny that you bring up the straight razor as a weapon. I was actually trying to find some good information on the truth of Sweeney Todd. And I mean, of course, you know that Sweeney Todd actually, he was a barber and he used his straight razors to claim his victims. Not exactly one of the most prolific serial killers in history, but nonetheless very creative. Yeah, they get like 40,000 here in Alberta, but life isn't that easy here. 40,000 isn't that much compared to Bidenomics and Turdo. I would like to think that was a typo, but um, knowing what I know about him, Turdo is very fitting. Canada, lots of foreigners spend it all and are screwed. Sweeney Todd also used cut up his victims. Yes, he did. It wasn't. My wife is a hairstylist and she has a very nice straight razor. Doesn't do shaves anymore with it, but I have seen her do sideburns. Yeah, I'm not getting that blade of mine anywhere near my supple pink muscle coverings. Um, yeah, I'm not exposing anything that's not intended to be exposed. My bone structure, my teeth, or my gums, my Adam's apple, anything like that. No, no, no. My luck, I would try to trim a sideburn. I would sneeze, and I'd be looking like Vincent Van Gogh with my ear laying in the sink. Frickin' no. Now, I mean, when you make it back over here, if your wife wants to join you, I will be more than happy to hand her my razor and let her do it. But me, frickin' no. Yeah, we use the straight razors to go through the bone and all. Sweeney Todd was a crazy bastard, that's for sure. He'd be looking like Mick Foley with half an ear. I had a shave or two from it, but that was 20 or more years ago. I don't think I will try. I don't think I'll try mine either. Not happening. Not happening. I like having two of them. I mean, not that they work all that well anymore, especially where the wife is concerned. But, well, I mean, I guess I'd finally have an excuse, you know, because she lays in bed to my right, and you know, yeah. I mean, I'd finally have an excuse when I say, "I what, honey? I didn't hear you. You can move over to this side. I couldn't hear you." I take blood thinners and an anticoagulant. So see, Tony, yeah, you use yours, you run the risk of bleeding to death. Like I said, to hell no. They have a chain barbershop called Tommy Guns. It offers a straight shave. No way I'm letting a random barber near my throat with that thing. I don't blame you, Ken. So my wife don't use it much anymore. She's older, needs glasses. She don't want to cut someone's ear off. Sent me a private message. I was wondering who that was that dinged. Oh, got yourself a new clay pipe. Looks very cool. Looks very cool indeed. The last couple times I was up at Kalamazoo, let me get this off the screen here so it don't, Um, the last couple times I was up there at Kalamazoo, they had the short clay pipes, and then they actually had the clay tavern pipes. The old Irish style that come out and curved way down. Usually 14, 16-inch stem on it. I mean, beautiful pipes. But yeah, I don't have any place to safely keep them unless they come in a case. So yeah, I've never bought one. Let me see here. That's my game tag, Tommy Guns. My heart doc asked me, "Why are you taking this anticoagulant with a thinner?" I said, "Hell, I don't know. Some doctor told me to." Big church warden clays. I have a little clay pipe. Really don't like that thing. Oh. Now I have a piece of a clay pipe, an old original clay pipe. Was sent to me, God, 3 or 4 years ago. I've actually got it in a little plastic box, about yay thick and about that big. It's only about that much of the stem, and but the bowl is untouched. Um, it was found at a dig site right here, not very far away, and it stays in my wife's jewelry box where it can't be damaged. So it's a very good possibility that that pipe is about 100 and, well, by now about 190 years old. So because it was found at one of the local homesteads around here. You can donate to me, Tony. There's a risk of getting burnt by the thing. It gets so freaking hot. That's because you hold it by the stem. Yeah. Can you hold it by the stem like a cigar? You don't hold it by the bowl. It was a gift from Mrs. Lucky. It must be retained. Believe it or not, Ken, little pieces like that, I mean, they're worth a little bit, but they're not worth, like a fortune. I couldn't sell it and open my get my the equipment that I want to get. But yeah, it's probably worth a few $100s or something like that. Good morning, Skipper. Good to see you, man. I'm glad you popped in. We're gonna be bolting out of here probably here in I don't know, quarter after, 20 after, something like that. Another, what, 4 minutes, 9 minutes. Once again, have to open up this morning. So by the time I'm normally ending the stream, I have to actually be there and on the clock. So, yay. Getting ready to start a weekend, even better. This one I have is a recreation. It isn't worth any money. Recreation. I like the stone pipes. They don't get hot. Feels natural. Are we doing any trivia tonight? I'm not. It's going to be a busy day today. I'm going to spend the evening with the wife. She'll bolt out of here for work at about 9:30. No, she won't have to leave here until, yeah, 9:30. Yeah, 9:30. It's 10 to 6. So, yeah, I'm by the time she leaves here, I'm going to be about ready to put my butt back in bed and go back and do it again tomorrow and go back and do it again Sunday. And I don't know about the new schedule yet, and I won't if I don't get my phone turned on. If I don't get my phone turned on, I won't even know what my schedule is. So, yeah. Hey, Sarah, do we got a date this afternoon? I will stick with Cherry. I have post-surgery procedure this morning, so I can't stick around much longer anyway. Hope everything goes well, Skipper. I really honestly do. I'm glad you're getting it taken care of after all these years. I'm sorry that you got to keep going back over and over and over again, but, at least they're getting you taken care of, so. My wife is in Wainwright, Alberta until 11 March with my daughter. Well, a few more days. I made pipe from deer antler when I was a teenager. It was disgusting at first, but when we smoked through it a few times, it ended up being my favorite. I've seen guys do that, make the bowls and stuff out of the antler root and everything. And yeah, once you get that initial burn, that taste of the burning antler, once it forms that seal on it and everything, they smoke really good. Tomorrow I'm working the evaluation table, Canada's largest coin show here in Edmonton. Very cool. Very cool. I just messaged the wife on Messenger. I showed her the gift that I'm getting made for you, bub. Oh, cool, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Gifts are always nice. I had a cherry pipe first and a bone pipe. That was bad. Same with antler. I didn't realize that they needed burnt in. Yeah, when you originally start to burn tobacco or something in a piece of antler, bone. I've never really dealt with bone, but antlers pretty much the same thing. Um, you you start to that first couple layers of the inside of the core of the antler. It it's a bad taste. You like when you're drilling antler out, doing something with it, you get that weird smell of the dust and stuff. Um, but once it starts to burn and get that good burn in it, or good couple of burns, you don't have that weird taste anymore. 15, 16-year-old kids don't possess pipe finesse. It, no, it's trial and error. Trial and error, just like building guns or making knives, or even trying to sew an outfit together for the first time. It's trial and error. That's why we learn by our experiences, good and bad. Oh, hey, that worked. Oh, well, shit, that didn't. Move your hand when you're using a sewing machine, especially an industrial one that will actually sew right through your fingernail or the tip of your finger or something like. I mean, it happens. It's been a long time since I smoked a pipe. If I remember correctly, it was Borkum Riff tobacco I used to use. That smoked really nice. Never heard of Borkum Riff. Hmm. I have had my cherry pipe that I now have for 12, 15 years. That's very cool. That's very cool. It's nice to hold on to pieces, that you really like. I've still got my long stem cherry pipe. I've got the one that um, our little goblin friend out in Oregon. I've got the one that he sent me. I've got the ones that Wookie give me, and I've got a couple of Steph's grandpa's old pipes. So I do like my pipes, that's for sure. Borkum Riff is pretty common. Hello, everyone. Was at work, said, F 'em, I'm taking a break. Hey, Templar, good to see you. It's Friday. You need to take a break, man. My tobacco's Frog Morton. I want you to buy. Damn autocorrect. Do you have Drummond tobacco in the States? It's the only tobacco I have smoked. I've not seen Drummond, but that don't mean that we don't have it here in the States somewhere. We'll stick around for a few more minutes. F them. F them. After today, though, I'll have a key, so it don't really matter. Yeah, Frog Morton on the bayou. And Black Gold and Black Gold Plus. Damn, thought I lost my extra key to the house. Oops. Yeah, that wouldn't have been good. Oh man. Well, I hope you guys got some good plans for the weekend and stuff. I don't. I'm going to be working. Luckily, the last 2 days I've had off, I've got videos done all the way up through next Thursday. So, in my early morning time and my next days off, I'll be able to get the next week done and stay ahead of the game. Of course, I've told you guys before, once I get the pizza parlor opened, I will be starting another channel where I'll be filming live at the pizza parlor. I'll be sharing some of the recipes and stuff like that, some of the parties that we do. Try to keep. I wish that meant. I wish that meant somebody was giving me money. They say that when you're when your palm starts to itch. Oh well. Damn, I thought pipes are meant for sitting and smoking. In the past, was too active to get into it much. I did an investigation of Sleepy Hollow the other night. Did not get out of the truck. I was picking thing up. Shit banging on my window. I'm working Saturday. Weather's been cold here. And it's nice this weekend, so got to do it. Yeah, we've had a couple cold days. Um, we've had a couple cold days. We're going to be back up in the high 50s today. I think it's supposed to get warm again this week. Let me see. What's it supposed to do? Let's check this out. Yeah, first of the week starts to get warm again. Um, Mid to high 50s today, 40 tomorrow. Ooh, burr. Low of 28. Sunday, low of 27. High of 38. And then starting Monday, lows in the 30s and 40s, and highs in the 50s and 60s. So, yeah, looks like it's going to be a pretty nice week next week. Itchy palm equals money. Yeah, I wish. I'm going to get money today. It's called a paycheck, and then it's going to go straight in the bank to pay all the bills and everything. So yeah, I'll have it for about that long. So that should be there. So that should be there late today or tomorrow. Oh, okay. All right, Tony. Thank you for letting me know, sir. I will keep an eyeball out. And can't wait. Can't wait. I'm so freaking. I'm as eager for that as I am for Christmas. If that was the case, education would be a rich millionaire by now because my palms always itch. It's poor circulation, man. I think that's what I attribute it to. Um, because, I get itchy palms all the time and I don't even find a penny laying on the ground. So I think it's just poor circulation. Pretty sure. Damn redneck. And it was good. Why couldn't you let me in? Sometimes I wait a day or two to pay bills so I can feel like I have money for a while. Yeah, I don't blame you for that. I need to rearrange my garage, but need the overhead door open so below about 65 is out. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Still trying to get Drew to come investigate her with me someday, perhaps. We'll see what we can do, man. Mark's, of course, always already trying to get some good places set up for this summer. Um, I don't know. We'll see what happens. My money comes right out on the first automatically. My bills are paid automatically. Yeah, that's how it normally goes, and that's how it normally screws with everything else we want to do. I kind of look at money like a cryptid. I kind of look at money like a cryptid. For a fleeting moment in time, you might see it or think you see it. And, you know, for that split second, you think you have it. You think you have the proof and the evidence that it exists. And then it's gone. It's gone, and all you have are your own personal tales to tell people. You know, it's kind of like seeing a cryptid. I don't. I am settling my ham shack on the opposite corner of the garage, so I have better access to antennas. Coax ain't cheap. No, it's not. No, it's not. And then I'm broke before the week is 4 months is up. Yeah, good coax ain't cheap, I should say. Yeah, good. Yeah, yeah. You can buy coax cable at the dollar store, but I absolutely positively guarantee that it's not the best quality coax. I've been broke in many years. I keep a five in my wallet. Smart thinking. Smart thinking. Have to get ready for work. Cheers, all. Take care, Ken. Have yourself a good weekend, my friend, and try to have a little bit of fun, regardless of what it is. And we'll catch you on Monday, bud. Nothing's cheap anymore. Radio is 50. Can't even get cheap. I can't even get cheap bud around more or anymore. That's why I buy seeds. You know, then I plant them and I let my garden, start to bud. And I've got like little tater buds and little tomato buds and little bell pepper buds and little green bean buds and stuff like that. So I mean, yeah, we're good with the bud. Good with the bud. Just grow our own buds. But the real issue with radio coax is shielding. Won't help when a stick of gum is $4.99 each. Why don't chew gum? That's why I don't chew gum. I was going to buy my daughter a candy bar the other day because she had helped me out with some things. And I couldn't believe what I used to pay 55 cents for. And then, of course, the wife, she always likes to go out and buy me some of the little white chocolate Reese um, Easter eggs or whatever. 2 years ago, they were 55 cents a piece. They're $1.25 a piece now. And it's like, psh, screw it. Don't need it. Don't want it. Don't got the money for it. Not too many damn rabbits. I tried to grow some carrots one time. It was hell of a mess because they made a damn rabbits. I don't want to start the neighbor's electronic stove every time. Key up. Ooh, rabbit stew. There you go. Yeah. But all right, guys, it's that time. I've only got a few minutes till I got to bolt out of here, and I still got to get dressed. Um, but you guys all have yourselves a great weekend. Thanks for coming in and hanging out and being all palsy walsy, having some coffee with me, unless it's the middle of the night, and then thanks for drinking a beer and not thinking about me, you bastard. But anyway, you guys all have a great weekend. Y'all take care. Much love to y'all. We'll be back here Monday morning, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time again. Times may vary based on your location. blah, blah, blah. But until next time, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. God bless you. God love you. I do. And we'll catch y'all on Monday. Take care, guys.